Weirdos. Hey, sorry about being just a couple minutes late. Had some audio issues had to deal with. Tried to deal with them on my own, of course, and then turned around and went and asked for help from the IT partner. And they came in, they sat down, and everything worked fine, as if I'd been having no trouble all morning. You know how it is. So what's up, my writing weirdos? You know me, I am BC, and this is, of course, BC Brown Books, where we like to get weird about words in the ways that only writers can. We write them, and we talk about writing them. And today, Sako and I are going to be writing on Project Flambeau, doing some writing productivity sprints. Sako, go ahead, tell them who you are.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes... most recently, in fact, I've been combining the three. If you are interested in videos pertaining to marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel. And it's not just me, like videos featuring the lovely BC Brown Books are on there, as well as a few other Authortubers with good insight on marketing for authors. So you should drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Absolutely, you should. So Sako is really cool in that she lets everybody pick her brain when it comes to like branding and marketing stuff, and just like when you need pointed in the right direction.
Just stuff that you can do for yourself, you know. It's better if you hire a designer, but if you have to do it yourself, I would like to give you the tools in which you can do it yourself.
Yeah, and to be able to, just to be able to take control of stuff yourself, but we also know that a lot of writers are on budgets that just don't allow for, outsourcing and hiring out. I do the same, with a lot of digital consulting, just people picking my brain about how to make their brand cohesive on all their different social media platforms, like stuff like that. So Sako's good about that, and also like giving pointers about what looks good as far as a logo or colors together, and like art and book covery stuff, and stuff like that. So
yeah.
So today, we are going to be working on Project Flambeau a little bit more. I am happy to say, so close to almost 50,000 words before our 10K weekend. So right now we are at 48,976 words.
I think we can possibly get it up to 50 during this stream, ?
Maybe. Yeah, I think we definitely can during the stream today, because I've finished up most of the sections where I had to just add in a little bit of stuff here and there and logistically smooth out stuff.
Okay.
I think, though, honestly, I think we could go ahead and probably start working on sections, or at least one of us can start working on chapter 16, the iris.
The iris stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the iris heavy stuff. So we could kind of almost start, one of us could start working on that, and the other one could be going back in and just kind of, doing the small fill outs here and there, rereading kind of a thing. I don't know. Do you want to take point on hard hitting on words on the iris section and start it out, or
I can start it out, yeah.
Okay, that will be cool. So, speaking of a partner, coming in, they've got to go to work, so they always like to, even though we already said good morning, you kiss each other goodbye, wish each other a happy day, they always like to come in, blow me a kiss before they leave. That's
really sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to kick off the Irish chapter, the Irish heavy chapter, and then I'll just go back through and I'll reread, and I'll just kind of pepper in where I think, things can be changed a little bit or need to be changed up, and also just keeping an eye out for basic editing along the way.
Sounds great.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So cool. And I want to say hey to the lovely Spence. I'm glad that we can encourage some productivity. If I know you're probably cooking something or baking something right now,
or having a million writing projects that are sitting on the back burner.
There's that too. But I swear, every time Spence pops into my stream, she's always right in the middle of baking something amazing for the day, and I'm just I don't want to hear about it, because you're gonna make me hungry, and you're gonna make me You're gonna make me regret the fact that I was not born with the culinary, like,
Gene, yeah.
yeah, that I was just not born with the ability to like turn something real basic into something real amazing. I'm just a real basic kind of food. I enjoy amazing food.
It just,
Um,
but you're really good at taking like, pictures and stuff like that and making them awesome. So
there's that.
there's that.
Yeah, there's that. So I did get the creative gene. I just didn't get the creative with food gene.
Mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
although my partner does say that my adult grilled cheese is pretty amazing because I had there's the grilled cheese, which is the comfort food, that everybody has, but then I make a grilled cheese that has three different kinds of cheese. It has pepper jack cheese, it has regular cheddar cheese, and then it has mozzarella cheese,
Ooh,
and it has red onion
mm-hmm.
and tomato, like thinly sliced tomato, and avocado,
Ooh.
all cooked into it and like cooked into the grilled part of it. That's my adult grilled cheese, and that's when I'm feeling fancy schmancy pants.
That is amazing. And if I ever come to
Goes great with
visit, like, you got to do it.
yeah, it goes great with a pickle. It goes great with like a dill spear or a
It
spicy
sounds like it
dill
might.
spear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we should probably just get right into it today with what are we wanting to do? We're wanting to do, I know usually I do 20s, but we can do 15s or we can do a 25. Do you want to do anything different?
I think a slightly longer sprint might be helpful.
Just to
Um,
kind of get going since we're pushing at the beginning of a chapter.
yeah, I got to get a fresh drink and like kind of reassess read the last bit of the previous chapter before I continue on to Iris.
Absolutely. Let's grab a you want to do 25 or you want to do 30?
Let's do 25 just to kind of like set the pace, and then maybe we
Get
can
things
graduate to
going.
30s.
Absolutely. I love it. Let me grab a 25 because I don't naturally have a 25 like queued up. Oh, this
HK
is a 20
does a
minute
lot
session.
of
Oh, that's right.
25.
Yes, I want to definitely go to HK's. There she is. Let's go look at her. Yeah, I really like HK's timers. Like, she's like a timer queen.
Yeah, she is.
Let me see. Oh, I
She's
like this
recently
book.
tricked out her overlay too, which is
Yeah, I
really
saw
cool.
that and I was super excited about it. I've been watching her a lot on Twitch lately.
I've been missing her on Twitch, so I'm hoping to see what the cat cam and all of that cool stuff on Tuesday.
Yeah, she's the opposite days that I stream on Twitch, so it's easy to catch her on Twitch because we're near the same hours. Um, so it's been easy to and it overlaps a little bit with my workday, so I can kind of catch it during my workday.
Cool.
So we are going to share. She's got this adorable. It's dragons and a bookshelf.
Oh,
It's
yay.
so it's so sweet. Let me. I'm gonna do this real quick. There we go. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
Look how cute that is. Okay, it started, but let me start it over. Okay. So yes, and y'all should check out HK Darkwood. Her name is right there on the timer. And she's pretty cool, pretty awesome. Hey, good to see you this morning, Jenny. Spence is all excited. Spint! Hey, Kenny, good to see you.
Hi.
Glad to see you on YouTube with me today. Okay, so we are going to get started on a 25-minute sprint. I am probably going to get up and refresh some water and caffeine here at some point, but I don't think there's any music. There isn't any music on this one.
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah. So starting the sprint in 3, 2, 1, sprinting. All right, y'all. That is the end of the first sprint. We did for 25 minutes. How did everybody do? So I basically went in from the top to, I just started at the top and started rereading, and just kind of added words here and there, found some basic editing stuff to do, stuff like that, just fleshed out. Not that I think the opening needs fleshed out much.
Not a
Just
whole
couple
lot.
words here and there.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
we've done so much work. We've gone over it so many times that, it really didn't need hardly anything. I just added like a line here or a couple of words there, or found some synonyms for some overused words here and there.
Great.
All the real basic stuff.
Great.
I do want to point out that a friend of mine recently got asked and paid to write articles about one of their games that they played, which I just think is cool. Whenever anybody gets paid for their writing, I think it needs to be shouted out, because we don't get paid for our writing nearly enough. And Kenny Gloss Dragon goes to point out that it's the first time they've been paid for any writing, which is fun.
Hey man, $50 for 1,000 words. That doesn't suck.
No, especially if the project really didn't take you much time. If it's already a game you're playing and it probably didn't take you much time to do, even better. So Chandra is here, lurking and working, which
We
is
appreciate
cool. Good
the lurk.
to see you, Chan. Yep, we like the lurk. Bonnie being Bonnie. Hey, Miss Bonnie, good to see you. Raven is here. Good to see you, Raven. Been a while.
Hey, Raven.
Spence just pulled the Six of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and reversed Eight of Swords from the bottom of the deck, and it's almost disappointing. It's probably not about me.
It sounds like it's about people around you.
Yeah, probably. Given that pull, I would say, yeah, probably about the people. I would say probably with that pull, probably your more intimate circle, not like a far flung circle, but a more intimate circle.
Yeah.
Hey, CB.
Hi, CB.
Good to see you. It is a little hard to hear me. Did I go back to being too quiet, or am I just talking too quietly?
You sound fine on my end, but
Okay. I was having some audio issues this morning, Chan, so I didn't think I was going to get my audio to work at all. I thought I was going to have to cancel stream. Not sure what's causing it, but apparently I went and did a quick Google this morning, and Mac Mini, and I have a Blue Yeti microphone. So the Mac Mini and my Blue Yeti microphone are not the most compatible with each other. Like, they don't, like, the Mac Mini thinks that the Blue Yeti is always some foreign source that needs its driver, allowed kind of a thing in security for some reason. So it's something I'm just going to have to keep an eye on, and not, like, I'm going to have to give myself a few extra minutes in the morning to make sure that it's working fine. Ooh, leftover taco salad for breakfast.
hell yeah.
That sounds so good. We haven't had taco salad in a while. That might be what I, like, yeah, that might be what I, ask for my cheat meal for the week. Like, not a turkey taco salad, but an actual taco salad with all
Like a beef one.
Yeah, like an actual beef one with all of the fat and grease and everything. So we've been trying to eat better since the beginning of June. Just trying to eat less fast food and trying to eat just less crap at home, like healthier snacks and smaller portions and stuff like that. And it's been productive because we've both lost like 30 pounds each since the beginning of June.
Oh.
And we didn't add any exercise. We didn't do anything like that. But yeah, just changing the basic snacks and then only getting fast food like once a week and having a cheat meal once a week. If we even get fast food, most of the time we don't. But like we'll do like a cheat meal of like we'll cook out brats and stuff like that. And then we switched from like regular burgers through the week that we make at home to like turkey burgers instead. And instead of regular French fries, we make sweet potato fries. And like just changing those little things have been like super cool. So
Cool.
I'm good with it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know. You work in aerospace. You're all muckety muck and important-y and smart guy and everything. Yes, but side money is always good,
Big
especially
brain.
with especially with kiddos. So, and I know you got kiddos. So, some of my
Hi,
favorite kiddos.
Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. Good to see you. Okay. Okay, you can hear me. Just Sako's louder. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Now
maybe I can
let's.
turn down my mic. Sound preferences.
99% sure that the pool was for your mom. That makes sense. That would be definitely your intimate circle. Moon Bun told me there was a party over here. Always party on Friday on my channel now. That's my new day. Is YouTube's on Friday and Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So weeping over the end of Exandria Unlimited after rewatching the season 1 wrap up, which I watched after Werewolf last night. I haven't seen either. So I don't know
also
if
have not seen the things, and my werewolf game is not streamed, so it is one of my more closed games.
Cool. Cool. I'm going to get in on that game eventually. I am. Hey, Hannah. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, Writing Weirdos, one and all. We are going to do some more writing. Do we want to do another 25-minute, or how did you do on opening up the Iris chapter?
Let's see. Let me double check what I did. I did the scene where... Okay, cool. I did the scene where Sharon asks, not necessarily asks, but tells Iris that she's going to befriend Justicia.
Okay.
And then I started the scene where Justicia comes into the house and is introduced to Sharon and Iris and stuff.
Cool. Okay. Good. So that gives us a start on the Iris-centric chapter.
Yep. That was, I don't know. Let me see how many words that was.
Eva says that their mister got the day off again and glad to get to swing by. I'm glad too. I'm glad you can come by. CB was doing gluten-free but couldn't really keep it up just now, waiting till the housing association have done the planned work and then going to go back to being gluten-free. A lot of people have gone gluten-free just for the health benefits of it. Whether they've needed to because of medical reasons or just because of the health benefits of it in general. I have not gone gluten-free, but we've gone reduced, like a reduced gluten diet.
417 words. Woo!
Yeah. That is awesome. That is way more than what I typed. But again, I was reading over and just piecing in stuff.
Right.
So that should have taken us up over 49,000 words, I think. Let me see. Yep. 49,459 words between what you're
500 more words.
500 more words. We hit 50,000. That's official novel length, even though it's a little on the short side. But we still got that 10K weekend coming. So, All right. Raven says, came to realization sitting here mulling it over that life is a series of efforts of treasuring what has passed while letting it go to make room in my heart for whatever comes next. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And Lloyd can't wait for the one shot. CB's pretty much stopped eating bread again. Bread is... I eat a lot of gluten-free bread, but once or twice a week, I still want just toast with some strawberry preserve on it. Just regular toast with strawberry preserve and stuff. Okay, do we want to do another 25 or do we want to... Okay, let's do another 25 then. So, we will get started and get the screen brought up here maybe. And let's go back to the beginning. Meow.
Meow.
I know, it's like meow. And getting started in 3, 2, 1, start. Maybe. Where's it doing? There we go. Start. All right, weirdos. That is the end of the second sprint for 25 minutes. So far we've done almost an hour. Oh, excuse me. Sprinting. Pardon my stretch. I thought it was going to be like a little stretch, and then it ended up being one of those really good ones.
We crested 50,000! Yay!
We did! Awesome!
Hi, Laura. Hi, Barrett. So I have a question. Yeah, that
think I answered
question.
it. Yeah, I just saw it.
You might notice.
Yeah, so
okay.
yeah, she might notice the resemblance. Yeah, I think it would be good for her to maybe remark on the resemblance, just for fun. So, yes, we had a bunch of people pop in during that sprint. So
yeah, we did.
Let's go. Let's take my banner off for right now. Yeah, so CB, if anybody happens to know the age, how old Aldrich Killian is, that's the villain from the Iron Man 3 movie. If you're familiar with the Marvel Universe, if you have like any information on how old that person might be, I guess it's like not quite sure. We know when they died, but don't know when they were born, so can't extract any information, I guess. CB was saying that I guess apparently Pepper Potts' age doesn't come up, so at any point, I guess, between the comics and which is weird because Marvel's usually so good at like
only if they're a star player.
That's true, but I mean, but Pepper Potts, she went on to become kind of a star player, and then she died down, and then she went back. I mean, so much of Iron Man's stuff like hinged on Pepper.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Aldrich Killian may be too much of a niche villain. I don't know. So Debbie popped in today. Good to see you, Debbie. Working on some inking today, which is
nice.
Cool. Oh, if they did very subtly imply Pepper's age, like in the MCU movies, then I think most of us missed it. Don't worry, CB, it's not just you. I don't think I picked up on her age, other than I think the only like personal information I picked up on for her, other than obviously when it's her birthday, is that she's allergic to strawberries. That's like the only real personal thing that they put in there about her, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah's here. Happy Friday.
Hi, Sarah.
Thanks. I appreciate you hitting the like button even though you're at work. I try to do that. I try to tune into things even if I can't stay. I'll at least try and give the watch time and hit the like button, appease the almighty algorithm gods, like show some love and support even if I can't physically be there to do it. And Sage is here. Hi, Sage. And Noelle is here. Good to see you. I think I said hi to everyone. Yeah, Debbie, so these are HK Darkwood's timers. She makes a lot of really cool timers. She is a writer from Iceland that streams on both Twitch and YouTube.
Yep.
And I think she's working right now on several projects, but she's got a thing for like cute little fantasy dragons, and they're adorable. And
she's working on a marketing plan.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
I'm hoping to help. I'm gonna like forward her the playlist, and maybe she can. And I'll be like, This is why you need a media kit, and this is why you need a branding manual.
She's brought it up several times, like during her streams and stuff, about she really needs to get like the business aspect and the marketing aspect behind her writing done, because she's a prolific writer.
Mm-hmm.
As she said, she's not the fastest writer, but she's also writing in a second language. She's writing in her second language, so that's harder.
Sometimes she's writing in Icelandic, and then she translates it to
Yeah.
English, which is a long
Which is
process.
yeah, yeah, and that's just time consuming. But
Hmm.
anyway, she's really awesome. She's got adorable cats, and she's really fun, and she's really positive and upbeat and perky, but in a good way. Like it's
Hmm.
in that the perky that you don't want to smack.
Hmm.
And she's got a great laugh. So yeah, she's fun. Barrett saying hi to everybody, present and accounted for. Ms. Laura
Hi.
popping in, hey. Yeah, I may let HK know if she's got any, general marketing branding questions. She could come to you. She could come to me, kind of a thing. So,
Mhm.
Jenny, good to see you, Jenny. Brainstorming for book
Yay!
3, book 3 of this series. I think we're doing pretty good on productivity. We've had 2 sprints so far of 25 minutes each, which is longer than normal for me. And Sako and I have been less chatty than usual today. I'm
I
feeling
think because
really
we've been doing longer sprints.
Yeah, we've been doing longer sprints, so we're less talkative in between. Um, Also, like I've been feeling really productive this week. I had a day on Wednesday that fortunately I'm glad I wasn't streaming or trying to really get any like writing done because my ADHD was I was so squirrel with everything that I decided to do admin work and like pull my numbers from everything, like pull my YouTube numbers, pull my Twitch numbers, pull my book numbers, and just pull all my reports and plug everything into my spreadsheets. I wasn't doing any calculating or anything that required actual like brain
Math.
processing power. I was just doing like data entry basically, and it let me have like 50 billion different tabs open, which is perfect for when you're having a squirrel day.
Hmm.
And I was like, I have figured out how to. I was like, I am conquering my squirrel day today, my inattentive focus day, like because I could focus for about 5 minutes at a time, and then I'd have to switch to another tab. So it worked really well.
Cool.
Um,
Yay, ADHD writer. While
yes.
we're on the topic, ADHD writer
Well,
has joined our chat.
that is perfect. Yes. While we were on the topic, ADHD writer has joined the chat. So it's just yeah, that's good.
Long
So
time no
yeah,
see, sweetheart.
it has been forever. Yeah, I haven't seen you in an age, which is cool. Glad that you're back. Question for the group: am I the only one that is slowly coming to the realization I will never not have anxiety, including TBR? Yeah, you're. We all embraced that our anxiety is there. No,
I
you're not the only
just,
one.
I'm just like, I'll get to it.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I try not to be anxious about. And I used to get super anxious about it because, I buy friends' books
Hmm.
and they go on they have their own shelves, kind of a thing. So they have their own shelves and I make sure they're right here with me and in front of me all the time. My other TBR, that is when I get to it. But friends' books is where I feel the real anxiety for. Because I want to read everybody's books right away, like as soon as I get them. And I just can't. One, I don't have the time, and two, I don't have the focus anymore like I used to. I used to be that I could hyper focus, which is a cool ADHD superpower that can sometimes be harnessed. But it used to be that I could hyper focus on reading. Reading and writing were my 2 hyper focuses. But the more priorities you have in life for doing adulting stuff, the more your hyper focus kind of gets like moved around. And so reading is where it kind of had to like drop for me.
Mm,
So Sage just discovered in the last hour or so that their books are available on Waterstones, which they didn't know, so that's pretty cool.
that is
That is
cool.
awesome. So how just like is that a so I'm not familiar with Waterstones, I guess, but it may be like a South African specific thing, or it may be more of a
Or
global website that
a poetry
or
specific
a
thing?
poetry site or something like that I'm not familiar with. But yeah, do you not have to submit to like have is it like Wattpad, or is it more like a Barnes and Noble or an Amazon, or tell us what that is. The platform is crucial for reader discovery. Love the marketing planning process and the author platform game. Yeah, having a well-established platform is really important It is really important.
Yep.
Your branding doesn't have to be there immediately. I think Sako and I can agree. You can take some time to pull together your branding as long as the one branding element you do have that's consistent and you have from the start is your brand name. Like having that I am BC Brown Books, like from the very start. I didn't know what my brand colors were, my font, my logo. I'm still playing with my logo, hell. My style, my tone, my theme. I didn't know what any of that stuff was, like, when I got started. But I knew BC Brown Books was what I wanted to be under and how I needed to be known as. That's what I do. I write books, and that's who I am. I'm BC Brown. So that's like the key element that you have to have. And then the rest of it can fall in place, like a puzzle that does slowly build itself out to make a full picture of who your brand is, who you are. And remember, you are the brand, not your books themselves, not your individual books, not anything like that. You
and
are the
those
brand.
have their own identities.
Very much so. I do want to point that out because you are going to find a lot of instances where your brand doesn't necessarily overlap with what you write. And a lot of writers, I think, struggle with this. They think that because they write, for instance, because I write paranormal mysteries. They're basically crime novels. They're psychics and serial killers. That has to overlap with my overall weird brand, like my unusual brand that I have. And it doesn't. They really don't overlap much at all, other than the fact that I write mysteries that have kind of a weird twist to them. That's like the only bit of overlay there, in that there's some paranormal in there that makes them a little different. Somebody's making coffee. Sounds like, yep, that's a grinder. But yeah, so that is, like, the books themselves don't have to overlay. My fantasy writing does not overlay at all with my weird brand. It just doesn't. So those have their own tone. Those have their own, like, brand and style to them. Especially if you're writing in a series, and then you kind of need to have, like, a vision for the branding for a series, kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. Speaking of series, since Jenny is working on her third book in the series today, book 1 should be out late November, which is cool. That's a good time to drop because it's right before Christmas, right before the Christmas push, which a lot of people like to buy books for people for Christmas. It's also right before New Year's, which a lot of people set New Year's resolutions to read more in the upcoming year, so they tend to buy a bunch of books before New Year's and then never get to them. They go on their TBRs forever. No, some people get to them. But also it's right at the end of Nano, and it's when most writers are burnt out and they just want to be readers for a little while. Like, while they take that, so I know a lot of people edit their Nano projects in December, but a lot of writers take December off because they've just pushed heavy for 30 days. And they just want to be readers for a little while. Plus, there's all the holidays, and it's kind of hard to maintain a schedule during the holidays.
Yeah.
But so that, like, November is a fantastic time to drop a book. It's like, I recommend people dropping books in like mid-September, kind of clear up until like the second week of December. And then just kind of waiting until after the new year to drop again, because you get, with all the holiday wishes and all of the hullabaloo around that, you miss out on the marketing opportunity. You just get snowed under all the content that's out there. All right. Squirrel with everything has been my year up till now. It's been a huge part of my year. My anxiety has been off the charts this year, not because of my ADHD, but we know that ADHD and anxiety feed off of each other. Yeah. And so with anxiety through the roof, my my meds have not been as good at controlling it, and my tools have not been as good at controlling it as usual. So, ADHD writer, one of these days I would love to, like, do a stream with you where we could chat the particulars of being a writer that has ADHD and how the hell do we make that work. I've done a couple videos, but I would love to so reach out to me at some point if you are interested in doing that. Debbie says that their panel is taking them forever. It's a crowd scene.
Crowd scene. Oh,
crowd.
jeez.
So many details, so much shading, so much highlighting, and so many different people.
I got to the point where I just do like ominous shapes for crowds.
Like little blobs here and there, and you just start to see people's shadows
Silhouettes.
on the ground instead of silhouettes.
Yeah, I do silhouettes.
No faces. Everybody's like heads turned away, or their hair is hanging down over their face, and I can't even imagine. So I'm only at the point in my developing my art game where I can do 1 or 2 characters in a scene, and that's it. Like. Anything more than that, and I'm just like, I don't have the patience for this. But I also just don't have the skill yet. But I'll get there. It's been so freaking long, but I'm back, baby!
Yay!
Starting vids soon. Yay! Yes for the hype. Yes for the hype. Love it. All right. Gonna just lean into it and get it. So many friends' books I need to read and review, and of course review. Yes, so the friends' books are anxiety-inducing. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But you have to give yourself a break. We know a lot of people. We know a lot of writers. We deliberately build our networks that way, and we want to support them all, and we want to do it as soon as possible, but you gotta be realistic, and everybody gets it. I have a friend who finally put a review up on my second book, which is the first book in my Metaphysical Chronicles series, in the Paranormal Mystery series. That book came out in 2010, and they just put their review up for it the other day. She was honest about it. She's like, I just have never gotten to it. Good news is she put the review up for the book 1 and book 2 at the same time, because she read book 1, loved it, and it dragged her into book 2. And she finished book 2 the same weekend. So it so it was a bonus. It was nice. But she's like, I'm so sorry, just letting you know, this is the review I'm putting up if you're cool with it. It was a good review. Of course I was cool with it. Even if it was a bad review, I would have been cool with it because it's a review. It tells me and informs me how I am as a writer. So, yeah. The pressure for me is about getting them their reviews. Yes, we all want to review them right away, but, you do what you got to do. Just, you'll get to it. As long as you're not hitting the 11-year mark, I think you'll be okay with most writers out there. And you'd be okay with me even apparently if you're hitting the 11-year mark. All right, Sage is running. Thank you. I appreciate you leaving me up for the watch time. Glad I got to see you for a little bit. Yeah. Jenny says their TBR is 99% of friends' books that have a hard time getting to. Yep. It's a UK high street bookstore. That's Waterstones. That's why it sounded familiar, but I couldn't place it. Okay.
Neat.
Cool. That is cool. That your book is there and you didn't do anything for it. Ooh. Brought lunch back. Yum yum. I'm hungry. I'm hungry again. I just had breakfast. Yeah. Those things can change over time, but the brand name stays. Yes. Agree on all fronts. Your brand can change over time. You change as a writer and you change as a person, so your brand can evolve. And your brand should be reevaluated or at least looked at once a year, just to make sure everything still aligns with you and your brand and what you're wanting to portray.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Some people chatting. Yeah. We're going to sprint here in just a second. 2 to 3 hours of filming, which I hate, then an afternoon of editing, which I love. So life is good.
Yay!
It's a good life. I don't like recording either. I don't like recording my videos. I feel awkward doing it, and it's stupid sometimes, but Ooh, setting up a character in the background of the crowd scene. They appear later in the comic. Okay, that's cool. I like
which means you got to draw the people.
Mm-hmm. Which means the scene is important.
The scene.
Every aspect of the scene is important. So, yeah, cool. Eva, Eva's always having like problems with her internet and stream and stuff. It's always glitching out on her and freezing up and stuff. I'm sorry about that. But I think we have just enough time to squeeze in another 25 minute.
Yep.
So we can get that in, and then we'll have to shut down pretty quick after that. So kind of whenever. ADHD. Hit me up on like Messenger, Instagram, Twitch Whisper,
Discord.
whatever. Discord. Drop me an email. It's pretty easy to figure out what my email is. If you don't know, then hit me up on something. So yeah, pretty much whenever. But I would love to discuss it more because I have so many ADHD friends that are. They want to write, they really do, but they're not quite sure how to conquer their ADHD, even with like some tools I've given them and stuff like that. So, like, just having a good topic about it or a good conversation about it, I think would be good. It probably will be a weekend day, just letting you know that I'd have to do it on. And it can't be the weekend of September 4th and 5th because Sako and I are pushing for 10K those days.
Yeah.
Bonnie wants to know if you're going to be streaming art today.
Probably.
Okay. Most likely. We'll just look for it. It'll be a pop-up.
No, it won't be a pop-up. I'm scheduled to.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, on Twitch.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a lot of focus and patience to do videos, but they're worth it. And don't push yourself, Spence. Like, give yourself a little bit of time to enjoy the fact that Pizza Demon's back in school. All right.
Let's do this thing.
Sure. Yeah, if I can get it to come up again. There we go. We're going to do this thing. Another 25 minutes on the clock starting now, I think. Now. Okay. All right, y'all. That is the end of the third sprint, which is going to be our final sprint. But we did get an hour and 15 minutes worth of writing in today, which was really cool. Again, I mostly just added to things. I didn't have much to add. A lot of it was just like little typos and stuff. But I added a few words here and there. And between us, we are at 50,731 words.
Awesome.
Yay!
Yay! Yay,
So with the 10K
productivity.
way productive being, yes. That is so cool. So with the the 10K weekend, I think we are, we're gonna push for a fair amount of words, even with final edits. I think we'll be doing good. Of course, I'm gonna continue to tinker. I know we've got still another week before we do our. We got still another week, 2 weeks, another week.
Another week. 1 week, yeah.
Before we do the 10K, yeah. Did we decide? I can't remember, Sako. Did we decide? Are we doing that here on YouTube?
Yes.
Or are we twitching that?
We're I'm gonna do my end on YouTube for sure, because my Twitch is an art Twitch.
Yeah, that's right. Your Twitch is more art. Yeah, we'll totally YouTube it then.
Okay.
And then that'll be cool. All right, so I'll get those scheduled to go up. Then just to let everybody know, I will be doing my regular Friday stream on Friday morning. Morning my time. And then Sako and I will be on her channel on Saturday, my channel on Sunday.
Yep.
And we'll be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. So 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will be writing each day until we hit 5K. And then we'll be done. I don't know what we're going to, we'll be doing majority of it'll be some hardcore pushing for writing, but we're still going to have some chat time and stuff like that, Okay, so that's good. So how do you feel about what you got added this last time? Feel pretty good?
Feel pretty good. We started talking about moms. So
cool.
So it's like, you look like Jerry. And what about your mom? She's dead, but I still remember her hair and her face. And I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to ask that. Yeah, that's cool. That'll be good. And it lets us nod a little bit more to Justicia's mom's whole background.
Yeah.
So that'll be really nice. All right, Jenny did have to pop out, which, that's cool. I understand. I know she's probably gone by now, but I wanted to say it anyway. Debbie finally got the panel inked. Took 4 hours. So
that's
for
good.
people who, and I know nobody here does, but for people who don't think that graphic artists / writers, that it's easier somehow to write a graphic novel, it's not. It's way hard. I think it's way harder because you have to design it. You have to draw it. You have to ink it.
There are so many more steps. Yeah.
Yeah. So hats off, because I love comic books. I love graphic novels. I always have since I was a little kid. So, all right, cool. ADHD. I'll take a look at that, and then we'll coordinate, because I just think it would be cool to do more. I want to do more ADHD writing related content on my channel anyway, and I think it'll just be fun to have a good conversation about it. Spence is looking forward to the 10K weekend. Going to be devoting it to some personal stuff. Yeah, and the 10K weekend, it's just going to be basically a productivity weekend. I mean, we're striving for 10K in that weekend, but whatever people can get done, and if you're just wanting to work on some fun stuff, that'd be cool. I hope my weekend is nice and everyone's weekend is nice too. I have the rest of my Jurassic Park yard to tackle.
Yeah.
I got it started last weekend. but I got started late in the day and it was really, really hot. So I ended up getting overheated and couldn't finish it. So I'm going to have to start at the ass crack of dawn tomorrow in order to really get it tackled before the heat sets in, which sucks because we have heat advisory warnings all this weekend for us starting today. So I'll get, if I'm lucky, about 3 hours of work, and of that I'll probably only get an hour and a half because I'll have to be stopping to reapply sunscreen every half an hour of sweat.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that is basically it for us today on my stream. Of course, check me out, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification, do all of that fun stuff, my writing weirdos, if you want to help support the content that I put on my channel and the fact that, you know, we do the live streams and everything each week. Check out Sako's channel. She's Sako Tumi I, and she does writing streams as well as content on marketing, etc. And go ahead and do your outro, Sako.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are interested in marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of videos on the topic on my channel. Please drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Yes. And she gives great advice. So y'all know me. I am BC, and of course you know where you are, or at least I think you know where you are. BC Brown Books, where of course we like to get weird about words in the ways that only writers can. We write them and we talk about writing them a lot. That's pretty much what we do. Now on my Twitch channel, I do a bunch of other stuff as well, like gaming and stuff like that. Sometimes art. Well, I haven't done art yet, but I will be doing art in the future. So yeah, come see me there as well if you are interested. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then randomly as I feel like it. Otherwise, join Sako and myself next weekend, where we will be streaming a 10K weekend. Holy hell, between our two channels, to try to get the final push for the book done, and then that way we can do some editing, and then that way we can get it out on time in October.
Yay!
Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for coming out. Really do appreciate it, Sako. Of course, as always, I really love when we get to actually be on stream together and work together.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
My favorite stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll see you later, weirdos. Bye.